SNS College of Technology, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Cyber Security. The session here is going to be a talk or discussion on intruder behavior. The topics for discussion here includes introduction to intruder behavior, objectives of an intruder behavior, and intruder behavior life cycle. An intruder behavior refers to the sequence of actions performed by an attacker attempting to compromise a computer system, network, or a digital asset. Understanding this behavior is essential because intruders often follow a predictable set of steps, beginning with the target identification, gaining access, escalating privileges, valuable information extraction, and finally hiding their tracks to avoid any detection. By studying this intruder behavior, security professionals can identify the early signs of malicious activity, strengthen the defenses, and develop proactive strategies to prevent attacks. It serves as a foundation for intrusion detection, incident response, and threat intelligence. Let us see the objectives. To understand how attackers identify and study the targets, learn the methods used to gain initial access, recognize techniques for privilege escalation, identify the post exploitation activities and information gathering, understand how attackers maintain long term access, and detect the methods used to hide or erase the attack traces. Let's see the attacker lifecycle. The attacker lifecycle describes the complete journey of a cyber intruder from the moment they select a target until they hide their activity. It starts with the target acquisition and information gathering phase, where the attacker collects the details about the victim's network, users, and vulnerable tools using these tools and collect the public information. With this knowledge, they move to the initial access, breaking up the system through phishing, malware, weak passwords, or software flaws. Once inside, the attacker performs privilege escalation to gain higher level permission, allowing deeper system control. They then conduct information gathering or system exploit, exploring internal resources, identifying sensitive data, exploiting additional weaknesses, and moving laterally across the network. To ensure a long term presence, the attacker establishes maintaining access, installing the backdoors, creating hidden accounts, or deploying remote tools that allow future entry even if the initial breach is discovered. Throughout the attack, the intruder works on covering the tracks, deleting the logs, masking identity, and hiding malicious files to avoid any detection. This life cycle helps security teams understand how attacks unfold. The first phase is the target acquisition and information gathering. Here, the purpose is to identify a suitable target and collect the information to plan the attack. That is what the intruder does. The key points that particular intruder will be taking into for this acquisition includes the study of the organization to understand its structure and weaknesses, collect publicly available information through OSINT and the domains like IPS, emails, and staff details. They scan systems actively for open ports, running services, and vulnerabilities. For these activities, they use tools like Nmap, Shodan, who is a social media mining, which help them to choose the best method for gaining entry. So far, we had seen what is an intruder behavior, what are the objectives of an intruder behavior, what are the elements that makes up the intruder behavior life cycle, and also one of that particular element, the target acquisition, we had discussed in detail. In the coming up session, we will discuss about the remaining phases of the attacker life cycle. Thank you.